and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today is Friday, October 12th, 2018, blog number 2422. Hey, you know what? We got a few things coming up here in St. Charles. Today was the truck. Actually, it was the River Bash. It was the, what do we want to call it? Uh, Mash Bash, Wax Bash, Crash Bash, Big Bam on the Katy Trail. Yeah, the Big Bam. And well, it was too cold to get out there and do it, so I didn't go to it. Actually, I had all this done earlier, and well, I was going to advertise it earlier, but seeing as how it didn't work out and I didn't post it by that point in time, I'm going to have to go back and skip it because, well, I got delayed, and by the time I got back, my uh, pause on the screen had stopped the video completely. And so therefore I'm reposting or redoing the whole video right now. But I will talk about the St. Louis Renaissance Festival. Yeah, it's taking place in Winsville, Rotary Park, that is, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. That's weekendly, you know. 2577 West Meyer Road, Winsville, Missouri. So don't forget to head on down there and enjoy the fun. That's right, the St. Louis Renaissance Festival is a long-standing event that brings you the adventures, excitement, and spirit of the Renaissance. Travel back in time to a beautifully wooded area that and join in the thrills and exploits of jousting knights on thundering horses. That's steeds, that is, horses to you and me. Roam the villages and shops of the unique crafts and the artisans as they demonstrate their period work, such skills as blacksmithing and woodworking. It's always a delight to come down and see all the unique things going on. And it's great to join the colorful villagers, the nobles, the peasants, and the characters of ages past. So get on down to the Renaissance Festival. Heard them advertise it the other day on Channel 11, or was it 11? Channel 5 News, one of the news channels. And then they advertised it on. And then the next big thing here in town is the food truck event. That's right, food truck event. It's going to be at 500 South Riverside Drive in Frontier Park. That's right, October 16th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Frontier Park, 500 South Riverside Drive. Contact St. Charles Department of Whatchamahoocher. Join us in Frontier Park for this food truck event. Enjoy live entertainment as you indulge in a variety of delicious food options that will be available by several different food truck vendors. Bring your family and friends and come out for a relaxing evening in the park. Please keep in mind that some of the trucks are cash only. So, in addition, it's probably recommended that you bring lawn chairs because, well, I would say lawn chairs. It says lawn chairs are blankets, but I don't think I'd do blankets for the next couple of days. It's going to be wet. All right, now then, it went the wrong way. Sorry about that, folks. Bouncing all over the place here. Back. Okay. Next. And in the Missouri, it's Day of Celebration. That's right. Missouri would like to celebrate all their different things going on. Not things going on, but how St. Charles, Missouri, that is, was a doorway to the West prior to what they say, other than what they say about St. Louis. St. Charles was established prior to St. Louis, and many more people came through here, and then some of them went back to St. Louis to establish residency, businesses, and settlements. Uh, let's see, that'll be October 17th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the First Missouri State Capitol State Historic Site. That's at 200 South Main Street in St. Charles, Missouri. If you would like to schedule a school event, then call 636-940-3322. That's 940-3322. Missouri has served as the gateway between the East and the West for hundreds of years. Over time, travelers from all over the world have passed through and settled in Missouri, from the French architectures in St. Genevieve to the Bosnian restaurants in St. Louis. Missouri's history is a patchwork of ethnic identities. Join us at the historic site on Main Street on Missouri Day to celebrate the diverse cultures that make Missouri. There will be food, music, dancing, gifts, games, storytelling, and oral historians, and more. This is a free event and open to the public. Okie dokie. Hey, you know what? I'm going to give you some weather. How about some weather? That looks like a good idea. I'm going to give you the weather for the next 10 days. Local weather forecast. There you go. How about the next 10 days of local weather forecast? All right. Boom, 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 boom. Tomorrow it's going to be mostly cloudy. October 13th, mostly cloudy. 46 degrees. Low of 56 degrees, with a low of 46 degrees, 10% chance of rain, and winds 8 miles an hour at south to southeast. Sunday, cloudy all day, 55% chance of rain. 20% chance of rain, 55 degrees to 40 degrees, with an east to northeast winds at 8 miles per hour. Monday, partly cloudy, 51 degrees, with a low of 34, and 10% chance of rain. North and northwest winds at 11 miles per hour. Tuesday, partly cloudy, 57, starting a warm-up process. Partly cloudy, 57 degrees at a low of 39, and 0% chance of precipitation. Winds at 9 miles per hour at westward winds. Wednesday, sunny, and that's Wednesday, October 17th. Sunny at 60-degree weather with a low of 39 at 10% chance of precipitation. Winds will be north to northwest at 9 miles per hour. Thursday, October 18th. October 18th, sunny, 61 degrees, with a low of 41. 10% chance of precipitation, with the south winds coming from the south at 6 miles per hour. And then Friday, well, we got winds coming in all directions. You notice that? One day they're coming from the north. The other day they're coming from the south and the southeast. And then the north and the northwest. And then straight west. And then back to the north and northwest. And now they're back to the south. So, if we stood in one place long enough, we'd have our own very own tornado. All right, anyway. How about Friday, October 19th? Well, we're going to have some PM showers. That's right. Cloudy, possible showers. In the late to mid-afternoon, evening time. 63 degrees at the high and a 47-degree low temperature. 40% chance of precipitation. And then winds are at 8 miles per hour, south to southwest winds, southwest winds. Okie dokie. And for the remainder of the week, that'll be about the size of it. Sunrises are going to pretty well be close to 7:15 a.m. and sunset around 6:18 p.m. Moon rises at 4:07 p.m. So, all right, if you're into the outside um motions of the sun and the moon, well, there you have it. We've got that in there too. All right, I'm gonna try to sing a song for you. It's a rap song. It's a rap song called "The Nightmare on My Street." Uh, uh, DJ Dizzy J and rapper Fresh Prince, Jazzy Jazz, DJ Jazzy, Jazzy Jeff. Thought it was Jazzy Jazz. Anyway, he played jazz on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Now I have a story that I'd like to tell about this guy. You all know him, and he had me scared as heck. He comes to me at night after I crawl into bed. He's burnt up like a weenie, and his name is Fred. He wears the same hat and sweater every single day, and even worse, if it's hot outside, he wears it anyway. He's gone when I'm awake, but he shows up when I'm asleep. I can't believe that there's a nightmare on my street. It was Saturday evening, if I remember it right, and we had just gotten back off of tours last night. So the gang and I thought that it would be groovy if we summoned up the posse and done rush the movies. And I got Angie, Jeff got Tina, and Reddy Rock got some girl I'd never seen in my life. That was all right because the lady was a chill. And then we dipped in to the theater to ill. Well, we saw Elm Street, and man, it was tough. And everything seemed all right when we left. But then, when I got home and laid down to sleep, that began the name Nightmare, but on my street. It was burning in my room like an oven, my bed soaked with sweat, and man, I was bugging. Uh-oh. And man, I was bugging. I choked, and I checked the clock, and it stopped at 12:30. It had melted. It was so darn hot, and I was thirsty. I went downstairs to grab some juice or Coke, and I flipped the TV off, and then I almost choked. When I heard this awful voice come from behind me, it said, "You got off heavy metal, and you must die." Man, I ain't even wait to see who it was. Broke outside my drawers and screamed, "So long, cuz." Got halfway up the block and I calmed down and stopped the screaming. Then thought, oh, I, I get it. I must be a dreaming. I strolled back home with a grin on my grill. I figured since this is a dream, might as well get ill. I walked in the house and the big bad Fresh Prince, but Freddie killed all the noise and real quick. He grabbed me by the neck and said, "Here's what we'll do. We got a lot of work here, me and you. The souls of your friends You and I will claim you've got the body and I've got the brain. I says, yo, friend, I think you've got me all wrong. I ain't partners with nobody, well, with nails that long. Look, I'll be honest, man, this team won't work. The girls won't be on you, and Fred, your face is burnt. I patted him on the shoulder and said, thanks for stopping by, and then I opened up the door and said, take care, guy. He got mad, drew back his arm, and slashed my shirt. And I laughed at first and then thought, hold up, that hurt. It wasn't a dream, man. This guy's for real. I said, Freddie, pal, there's been an awful mistake here. No further words, then I darted upstairs, crashed through my doors, then jumped on my bed, pulled the covers up over my head, and said, oh, please do something with this Fred. He jumped on my bed, went through the covers with his claws, tried to get me, but my alarm went off. And then, since it was a whole new day, I thought, huh, I wasn't screaming. I wasn't scared of him anyway, until I noticed those rips in my sheets, and that was proof that there had been a nightmare on my street. FB, old man, I gotta call Jeff. I gotta call Jeff. Come on, come on, come on, Jeff, answer. Come on, man. Hey, JJ, hello. Have Fresh Prince. Jeff, this is the Prince, man. Wake up, wake up. What do you want, Jeff? Wake up, man. Listen to me, Jeff. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What do you want? Jeff, won't you listen to me? Willie, whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Man, Jeff, listen to me. Don't go to sleep. Look, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm going to bed. Ah, Jeff said. Jeff answered me. Jeff, I'm your DJ now, Princey. Okay, that was Jazzy Jazz and the Fresh Prince. Alright. Jazzy Jeff. Alright, what else we got? Zombie. We're not gonna do zombie. Well, the devil went down to Georgia. We can always do that. Song lyrics, the devil went down to Georgia. Alright, here we go. Are you ready? This is Charlie Daniels, and this is Halloweenish. Well, it's not Halloweenish, but it's talking about the devil, so it's got to be scary, and scary. It's not talking about the Fresh Prince, but it is talking about the devil. Well, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind, and he was willing to make a deal. When he come across this young man and sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and he said, boy, let me tell you what. Now, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too, and if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you're pretty good. Now, you play a pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, 'cause I think I'm better than you. Well, the boy says, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're going to regret, 'cause I'm the best it's ever been. Well, Johnny, rise up your bow and play your fiddle hard, 'cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold, but if you lose, the devil get your soul. Well, the devil opened up his case and said, I'll start this show. And fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. And he pulled the bow across the strings, and it made an evil hiss. And a band of demons joined in, and it sounded something like this. I used to could make better fiddle sounds than that, but that's all you get, 'cause, well, that's fact. I don't do such a very good fiddle, not anymore, not even just a little. Well, when the devil finished, Johnny said, well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house with the rising sun. Chicken in a bread pan picking out dough. Granny does dog bite, no child know. Well, the devil bowed 'cause he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, well, you just come on back if you ever want to try again. Done sold you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best that's ever been. And he played, fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Devil's in the house with the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. Granny Dutch dog bite, no child know. Yeah, I said, fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Devil's in his house with the rising sun. Chicken in the red pan picking out dough. Granny does dog bite, no child no. All right. I hope I'm getting some volume out of this. It's just doesn't really, it's not doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? All right. After the devil went down to Georgia, let's see what's it. Oh, the time warp. We ain't gonna do the time warp. I would do the theme from Halloween, but Don't Fear the Ripper by the Blue Oyster Cult. Werewolves of London. Now that one I can handle. Maybe. I like it. I like Werewolves of London. Song lyrics, Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon. I don't know if that's the way that goes or not. I'd be surprised if it is. You know what? We don't really have time for Werewolves of London. Tune in tomorrow and we will. I'll make sure we do it. All right? All right. Anyway, looks like it's about time for our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. And so therefore, I'm going to go ahead and kick off the Daily Bread. I am going to catch a a quick nip of the H2O though. There we go. Had the whole throat getting a little dry and a little scratchy. Safe in his arms. That's right. We got thunderstorms, we got lightning, we got rain, we've got hurricanes, we've got mudslides. We've got it all happening in the United States. I'm surprised we still don't have fires burning up half the states and everything else. Of course, it's happening all over the world. It's not just the United States. But safe in his arms is where we always want to be and always are if we trust in the Lord. I will be reading Isaiah 49 through 11. And if you're keeping up with your Bible in a year, you will be reading the same. But you'll be reading Isaiah 39 through 40. So you will catch 49 through 11 again later on in your own reading. Also, you will be reading Colossians 4. So, anyway, here we go. Isaiah 49 through 14, I think. One of these days. There we go. 9 through 11, not 9 through 14. Sorry about that. All right. You who bring good news to Zion, go up on a high mountain. You who bring good news to Jerusalem, lift up your voice with a shout. Lift it up and do not be afraid. Say to the towns of Judea, here is your God. See the sovereign Lord come with power, and he rules with a mighty arm. See his reward as is with him, and his recompense recompense accompanies him. He tends to his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lamb in his arms, and he carries them close to his heart, and he greatly leads those that have young. And so there you have it, always in his arms. Isaiah 40:9 through 11. All right, that's it for me tonight, folks. So I'm going to have to say, well, goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. Wah. I said, goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. Wah. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are ya? Thanks for tuning in to the Shin Show, and as always, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed in Jesus' name, and come back and see me tomorrow, 'cause, well, I'll be here, and I hope you are too.